taking a vacation can be relaxing, but would you take a vacation and take off your clothes? Yeah, we have a lot of people. We're not just talking about nude beaches here. Cruise lines, there are resorts out there. The nacation is more than a trend. It's a billion-dollar industry. In Florida alone, $4.3 billion spent on nacationing last year.
Wow. Yeah, 30
I know
plus
someone who likes to
resorts.
nacation.
Do you?
No, I don't go on nacations. Yes, I go to certain spots where it's clothing. See,
there you go.
That's St. Bart's.
That looks like a nacation to me. I don't know, but
I'm not out there playing shuffleboard naked. That's not. That I don't want to do, or play volleyball. Well, this. All right, there you got me. There I was doing a little boating naked, but. This was a regular vacation that I incorporated a little nacation to.
Just a little nacation.
Just working on that vitamin D, making sure that I had plenty in all the right places.
Is that what it is? Or are you, so some people say that people are looking to nacations because they're thrill-seeking, they're trying to get the same sort of kick and rush that you might do from something adventurous, but it just makes it a little bit naughty to be naked, and that's why you do it.
This was a relatively deserted beach. There's not a lot of people. So you're not doing it.
It's called getting
to be an exhibitionist.
Oh, is that what it is?
Or to be a voyeur. It's neither one of those. Of course, people do walk up and down the beach, and I remember here in St. Bart's, one of the people that sat next to us on the airplane came dangling by us. Oh, hi! I'm the guy from the airplane, and my wife goes, "So you are."
But so would you ever nacation?
You know, I guess I got kind of caught up on the whole cruise line. Like, I'm picturing the all-you-can-eat buffet, and maybe not.
You don't want to be doing that naked.
Yeah, that I'm just not feeling so good about the naked.
Yeah, you ruined it for me when you started talking about naked shuffleboard, and I'm just picturing all these people.
I think it's interesting though, because
got that one. You know,
It's sort of a burgeoning trend, not just in St. Bart's, but here in the United States. 30+ resorts in Florida, Colorado, your neck of the woods, Palm Springs.
Palm Springs is big,
So
yes.
these are cropping up.
And hey, if people are into this type of vacationing, more options out there. People are in for the thrill of it. Other people just, you know, maybe they want to get rid of the tan lines. I don't know. The one thing I would say, and this is medically very important, I have my beauty experts to my left, but I would be really generous with sunscreen down there.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this is
pain.
sort of like an ad in the making. Like, I don't vacation often, but when I do, I use zinc sunscreen.
I told you guys this story, right? When I was a kid, we would go camp at these lakes, and in particular, there's an area of Arkansas, Beaver Lake was one of and then there's other lakes. But I remember one time, my dad and I went exploring, and we walked back away from the beach a little bit, and it was just my dad and I was a little kid, and all of a sudden we walked into a naked beach colony. And I'll never forget the guys. There were all these watering holes, and everyone's walking around naked, and I was, you know, guys are up there shaving naked, and there was so much nakedness. It was a little overwhelming as a kid. I just couldn't believe how much nakedness there was. I will admit I was mesmerized. I think it should be adults only, because as a kid, I had never seen breasts in person before. I just was mesmerized.
Wait, rewind. How is it in person?
They're real. Wow. And then I remember my dad kind of grabbed my arm. We got to go, son. We got to go.
Wait, how old were you?
Oh, I was young. I mean, I was less than 10. But old enough to appreciate the human form. Wow. Wow.
I mean, in Europe, it's so different. There's so many spots that are either closed option or at least topless or whatever. So here in the States, we make a bigger deal of it.
I think in general, we are a little bit more conservative. And people who are European kind of laugh at that, right? Like, they're like, you're so self-conscious. You guys are prudish. So I think there's a happy balance.